Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's kind of late stream by like, over an hour. Whatever. I said I was going to stream yesterday and I didn't because it was too damn hot. So now we're streaming today. Hello, Ladybird Zoe. Welcome. My name is Levanael. Excuse me. Let's start again. Fucking laryngitis, am I right? Anyway, my name is Levanael Okada, HSR False God VTuber, and we are hopefully finishing the Fate and Honkai event collaboration. Maybe? I don't know how much is left, to be honest. So, let me pull the game up, because I don't actually have the game up. Or, on my screen. It was minimized. But if I had to guess, I think we're in like the last part. If we are following a 3-act structure, you know? Welcome! Hello, hello. Happy Miracle. 12 of them now. This is just like ancient Mesopotamia. Anyway. Oh yeah, I think we've got one part left if we follow like a 3-act structure. We've got the introduction where everyone summons their servants. And then like, Act 2 is, you know, when we got caught in Assassin's Noble Phantasm. And then we broke out of it. And now we're into Part 3, the final showdown. Hey, Happy Miracle! Your first one, with hopefully many more to come. But if it is a 3-act structure, the event, then this might be a shorter Honkai stream. Well, no, we do have the continuation thing afterwards. But I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just there for funsies. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I am excited, though. Why wouldn't I be? I love Honkai, and I love Fate. But I'd like to see how it ends. And also, we have yet to see Pom-Pom's servant, because we know he's a master, or they're a master. It would make sense if Pom-Pom was the master of Rider, given they're the conductor for the train. But it would be peak hilarity if Pom-Pom was the master of Berserker. I don't think it's gonna be that. Or even if we're gonna see who Pom-Pom summoned. But the humor remains. Oh, and as always, when the game finally loads, it'll tell me that I'm being disconnected. I'm not being disconnected. Honkai just likes to give me 1000 ping whenever I open the game. But rest assured, I'm not being disconnected. See? There we go. There we go. Just gotta give her a second. That sucks. I hate when games do that. Every time. And it's only Honkai. Not even other Hoyoverse games do it. Okay, are we... Okay, cool. So weird, I agree. Oh my. Fate back to the Age of Silence. Head to the stage for the final battle. Yes, please. I get to talk to Boothill immediately. Speaking of which, I noticed that Lancer was not caught in Assassin's Noble Phantasm. So I don't know where he is. Which is, it's very Lancer. of him. I'll just put it that way. I've never actually played or watched Honkai. I played Genshin when it first came out and haven't played any Hoyo games since. Love how detailed the designs are. I downloaded Honkai because of this beautiful, beautiful specimen right here, who's also this beautiful, beautiful specimen right here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love him. Love him so much. But, I like Honkai. The story's really cool, the designs are really cool, world building is interesting. I've seen him, he's gorgeous. Isn't he, though? Oh my goodness gracious. But, I do play Genshin. Just got back into it recently, going through Notlan. I finished the second chapter of the Notlan main story just last night, so I'm going through it. And I'm still very much in the beginning of Zenless Zone Zero, which I do enjoy. There's just aspects of that game that are not as fun, so it makes it difficult for me to actually get into. But, like, they all are really fun and unique in their own way. But, yeah, Honkai's story is very interesting. Anyway.
Whew, now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
I fucking love you, Boot Hill. Let's move out. Can we move in, though? Actually, can we do that first? Perhaps? That'd be lovely. Sweet dreams in the Golden Goblet. I may encounter... Oh, it's just not loading. Or it's... I thought it wasn't loading, but I just don't get to know, I guess. Wait. Who is my team? Who's on my team? Okay, we're good.
Whew, now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
Yes. Challenge. Let's see. Oh, Saber. Okay. Well, now I have to rearrange my lineup because Boot Hill needs to be in the front. So there. Beautiful. Perfect. Team includes Saber. She's... Well... Okay. I wanted an Axa. But that's fine. My Anax is just so busted that he makes it easy for everybody to destroy enemies. Lancer! My beloved! There he is. Look at his shoes. Very fashionable. Does he have to be in front for strat purposes? Or no, it's pure eye candy purposes. I just want him in the front. The Lancer says, it's a mockery of a war, the false Holy Grail War, but you set it up so intricately. I don't get it. The 12 hours that reference the passage of time and this moon, Grand Theater, placed right at the heart of it all. Oh, he's gorgeous too. I'm so glad that they're master and servant. Anyway, anyone with magecraft training can feel power continuously flowing into this place, but this world has no magecraft or mages. OT. So did you really design this Holy Grail War, old man? You don't exactly look like a mage.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know.
Hopefully the volume is fine. It should be, but let me know.
You are the servant of that Galaxy Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue.
No, he's fine. What a pain. If I blow your head off right here, that'd save my metal clump of a master too, no? Let me offer you some advice from experience. The Holy Grail never grants wishes the way people expect. All it leaves behind are dead souls buried by their desires.
I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice.
Entertainment spectacle. I get it now. That clicks pretty well with the essence of the Holy Grail. No wonder it managed to power this Holy Grail War. I've been wondering what you could possibly put into the Holy Grail apart from wine, given this is a barren world where mystics have completely degraded. But if something could replace magical energy and manage to infuse the Holy Grail with enough power to create miracles, well, that changes things entirely. Instead of something that must maintain the concealment of mystics, the Holy Grail War will become a public entertainment spectacle instead. It's powered by views! Imagine. Then, the people on this dream-soaked planet will come to believe in the miracle of the Holy Grail through learning its rituals and witnessing the summoning of heroic spirits. And so, little by little, their wishes will turn into fuel, coating the Holy Grail in a fabricated miracle, and the farce you've orchestrated will end up stomping all over those wishes.
Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you. Miss Note? No. It's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
Is she betraying us? Oh, fucking hell. The curtain fell with a soft rustle, veiling the stage in silence. She betrayed us!
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang.
I'm watching the windows up on top. There is a dude just losing his fucking mind. Me for real when it's 100 degrees outside.
You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So
Jeez.
simple. So ordinary.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
Dude, he's not gonna.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold. And the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
Don't believe in Miss Note. Don't believe in Miss Note.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant. And now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You had the talent to bring thousands of characters to life, all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Ooh, I'm Saber. I love her. I love walking 5 feet.
Ah, fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us?
Blue guy.
Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
Lancer's good at having fast ones pulled on him by old men, unfortunately. No signs of battle. This doesn't quite seem like something Lancer would do. Maybe he went fishing. Sure, I love 2 fishing jokes directed at Lancer at once. Sure, he went fishing. Archer says, from what I know about that man, pardon, from what I know about that man, he might even stir up some pointless fights just to walk away happy.
Miss Note, I'm glad you're okay.
No, Robin.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note, I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain.
He should have.
I couldn't agree more with his approach.
Okay.
But I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break. And I must insist that every one of you take a break as well. Until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest.
No.
Let the curtain fall!
Oh, fuck.
Cannon can present!
Are we getting stuck in another reality marble? For fuck's sakes. I kind of wanted to see what Robin's command spells looked like, though. I didn't get a good look. Oh! Yeah, where's this? I don't know, Saber. Where's this? Why am I in Britain? We're in Britain? Is this your homeland? Yes, I remember it all. Pardon me. Sorry. Every tree, every blade of grass, the fields, the wind scent in this town. Does Castor think she can trap me with these memories? This town is nothing less than where my life as a knight began.
Oh, Artorias! Here to draw the sword, aren't you?
Oh, goodness gracious. You're calling me Artorias? Is it Aiden?
I knew it! That mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king? I really can't picture that.
Right, I agree. I hope the sword and the stone manages to pick the right king. Master, let's go. What did he just call you? Fuck! I hate having laryngitis. Anyway, Artorias. That is the male name I used. After all, a female king would have had a very difficult time ruling Britain back in those days. We returned to a moment right before I drew the sword from the stone. I thought Castor would use monsters, foreign armies, or even dragons to trap us here. How I miss all this. I never returned here after I left as a knight. What we see before us is the childish dream I had when I was still just a nameless nobody. Oh, 2 messages came through at once. Sorry you're still going through that. Dude, it sucks. Like, it just kind of feels like there's... Well, it doesn't really feel like there's anything. I feel like I need to clear my throat, but there's nothing to clear. Like, there's nothing there. The more I talk, the more it'll go away, though, so we just kind of, like, have to chug through it. But, welcome, Block of Land on YouTube. Saber, how did they do my girl so dirty? She's okay. In Honkai. I am enjoying her so far. But I do feel like they kind of boiled down parts of her personality a little bit. I play an English dub, and it's so sad not hearing her voice. Do you know why, though? Because there is a reason, and I think it's a very based reason. Hello? Notifications? I thought I turned you off. Whatever. Yeah, I know why. Yeah. I mean, I support the voice actor's decision not to participate. It's a dumb reason. No, it's not. The voice actor for Saber doesn't work on union projects, so she's not gonna like shoot herself in the foot. And then Kaiji Tang, who does Archer, doesn't work for companies who based in locations who don't recognize Taiwan as a country. And China doesn't recognize Taiwan, so Kaiji Tang didn't do it. They could have gotten a different voice actor or anything, but then it's not the Saber that we know and love, nor the Archer. Like, I know some rule told them not to, but still, it was probably Aniplex. Because Aniplex has their, you know, those actors are locked into the role. So, I like that they're not in it because it shows that Aniplex is not going to force their actors to do whatever Aniplex says. Like, they respect the actors' wishes and aren't going to force them into a role. And I think it's very based of both of them to stick to their guns, and also based of Aniplex for not forcing them to do something that they don't want to. So I'm okay with the lack of English voice acting. Laryngitis notwithstanding, because now I have to read so much. But Saber says, "What a shame. She created such a fantasy for me, yet I don't even have a mount. I know, you need the writing skill. It's going to waste. Do you want to break free from this dream? Is there somewhere you want to go, or I'll find you a trampler? Is there somewhere you want to go? Oh, for fuck's sakes, my notifications are going off. I literally put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Do not disturb me. My greatest dream as a child was to have a mount of my own, to become a knight, to ride a horse, to follow this very path across the fields and reach the grasslands where Ector's house lies." Who's Ector? "He's the old knight tasked with raising me. He was my father, in a sense. He always wore a stern expression but laughed at the smallest things. He always told me that he hoped I'd become the ideal king for this land. But, in the end, he never got to see me become king. I'm sorry, Master. I got carried away talking about my past. Now that we're here, how about we set aside our worries about illusions and dreams, and I'll show you around my hometown instead. Well, this is nice. Britain in a dream. Okay. There, beneath a tree, a tiny night doll rested, as if lost in a dream that would never end. If this is the soldier summoned by Castor, they must be an incredibly powerful opponent. Whoa, that figurine looks totally rad. I've never seen a toy like this. My first 15 years were mostly spent caring for horses and honing my swordsmanship. During my breaks, a mage named Merlin would visit me in my dreams and teach me about ruling as a king. What about you, Master? How did you spend your childhood? You've never talked about your past. Well, you see, I was born on a spaceship like 2 months ago. I never went to school. Really, says Saber, but you sound more knowledgeable than the bards of Camelot when you talk about all the news from the outside world. Humanity has entered the age of the stars. Wisdom that was once unimaginably arcane has now become common knowledge.
My earliest memory was boarding a train headed for the stars and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
Well, that was nice. Why can't they just, like, voice act the dialogue options after I say them? I became the person I wanted to be.
I became the person I wanted to be.
See? Just like that. Why can't they do that with everything? Saber says, well, even in the face of hardship, you're still continuing on your wonderful journey. I wish I did that in my life. Once upon a time, I also wanted to become a specific person. I wanted to save the land I stood on and the people who lived upon it. I wanted to repel the tyranny of King Vortigern the White Dragon, and I wanted to deliver my people from the foreign invaders' hostile rule. I wanted to be the ideal king my people dreamed of. Someone who would save Britain. For that, I would have sacrificed everything. The mage told me that I could pull the sword from the stone, but then I would achieve my wish. Everyone thought that I would save Britain. If it's not too personal, may I ask why I didn't stream yesterday? Oh yeah, no. It was way too fucking hot. Way too fucking hot. Hottest day of the week. Which, where I'm at, it was over 100 degrees during the day, and I don't have air conditioning. So the heat just kind of stays in my house. And I did not want to run my computer and all my systems and everything when it was like 90 degrees in my fucking bedroom. So I opted to postpone to tonight when it's cooler. But, yeah, that's all. You don't have AC in those temperatures? We need to, like, we rent where we're at. So it's not up to us to like fix the AC or to maintain it, and it just hasn't been maintained in God knows how long. And our landlord is kind of ass. So it like works, but it's but not really, you know? Like, it just drives up the electricity bill and there's no temperature change inside the house. It just doesn't fucking work. But I've got like a fan and stuff, like, you know, we work with it, but yeah, on nights like that when it's just horrible, I'm not gonna run my computer, because it's essentially just a mini heater, and it drives the temperature up like 5 more degrees. But so yeah, that's the only reason I didn't stream last night, and that'll happen a lot in the summer. I'll tend to postpone one night and do it to the next night, just because of the level of heat. But, anyway. Saber said she didn't save Britain, but I forget what that was in response to. Oh, when, you know, Mage told me that I could pull the sword from the stone, then I would achieve my wish, and everyone thought that I would save Britain, but no kingdom lasts forever, and Saber didn't save Britain. I'd probably cry if I was in those temperatures. Oh, yes. It's horrible here. Not a fan. Not a fan. But it is what it is. I once believed that once I slew Vortigern and expelled the foreign invaders, gathered the Knights of the Round Table, and built the impenetrable castle of Camelot, peace would finally come to Britain. It sucks, I agree. But that was all a fleeting dream. The knights who once served me abandoned me, and some even raised armies to challenge my rule. Britain was once again engulfed in war. Merlin had already warned me of all this before I drew the Sword of Selection. He told me that once I drew the sword, I would meet a tragic end, hated by all. And while the kingdom was in its prime, he also told me that Britain would one day fall, and its current prosperity was built on the suffering of its king. Yet I thought I could carry the weight of the kingdom's pain and trade it for the peace of the people. The sacrifice would be worth it, and I would be willing to face my thankless end. You remind me of Sunday. Dude, literally, I was just thinking the same thing. The only thing that can grant your wish would be the Holy Grail. Oh, this is just like Fate Stay Night 2004. Also Fate Root from, you know, fucking Fate. But, you know, you remind me of Sunday. Because Kylas wouldn't know that. You recount the fantastical dream you had during Penacony's Charmony Festival to Saber, and how a man dreamed of creating Paradise Kingdom with his own power. I love Sunday. Miss Robin's older brother. His thoughts and actions do sound a lot similar to mine. Yeah, without, like, the becoming God part. I promised everyone that I would build the ideal kingdom, but I left the land of Britain with endless wars, dying warriors, and starving children. The one who deserves to face destruction is me, not my country or my people. That's how it should have been. Speaking of which, I do like that she's, you know, path of destruction.
So,
it's cool.
This is the sword in the stone?
I've wondered countless times, had I not drawn this sword, or had there been someone more suited to be king, would Britain have truly become the utopia I dreamed of, and what kind of life would I have lived? To pull the sword and become king, or to give up and stay in my homeland to quietly live out my days. She's brought me back to the moment I made my choice. Saber, do you wish to stay? Master, I'm so tired. I wish I had a horse to ride across these fields before the sun sets. Saber, you can't do that. Not allowed. You called out, your voice echoing, but the drawn-out words never reached the servant. In the moment she hesitated, fate had already been sealed. In truth, you were never here at all. What remains in this place is merely a shadow of you who fell into a noble phantasm, lingering on the dream of another. Yep. On the TF2 stream, you said you're more into male characters. Do you prefer muscular characters like Mighty, or lean like Finan? If they're handsome, that's all it takes. That's it. Like, I like Anaxa, I like Donhung, I like Sunday, I like Gallagher, I like Sampo. I like Mighty, I like Finan. Like, if they're cute, they're cute.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits?
You're too real for that, thank you.
Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road.
This is very similar to, William Shakespeare's Noble Phantasm in, Fate Apocrypha.
I've prepared a simple and happy life for all of you in this show. Including you.
Including me?
Trailblazer.
Oh. I didn't know they were gonna say Trailblazer. I cut her off. Oh well. Yeah, very similar to Mr. Willie Shakes.
So, newcomer,
Oh
are
my
you
gosh.
staying?
No, I'm on the space station.
Someone like you has probably
Fuck.
already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station. But I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think.
Geography? Look at me in the eyes and say that again.
Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived. But you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts.
But I'm the galactic baseballer.
And I'm the cosmic geographer.
I don't know, like, galactic baseballer's way cooler. I'm the nameless. I don't belong here.
Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done?
Brother, how long you got? I face-tanked the Doomsday Beast's ultimate.
Oh, I've heard of that. Apparently, a valuable relic was stolen from the space station. It was swallowed by a mysterious intruder.
That's
which
me.
then led to an attack from the Antimatter Legion.
Yes, I ate it.
If it
It's
weren't
in
for
my
Madame
body.
Herta stepping in to handle the crisis, we'd all be burnt to a crisp by now. Any idea who that mysterious intruder was?
It was me.
Yep, you guessed it. It was you, brat. The only
Oh.
reason you got a job here is that lead researcher Asta took pity on you.
I don't want a job here. I defeated Fantalia on the Xianzhou.
Oh, you mean the Lord Ravager who
This bastard's
recently
stealing
appeared
all
on
your
the
cred.
Xianzhou and
I don't
caused
even
a
know what's
huge
happening.
ruckus? From what I've heard, her plan was foiled by the general of the Lafu, but the Xianzhou people paid a heavy price for it. Listen, don't use someone else's tragedy as your bragging material.
Well, I mean, you know, Jingyuan wouldn't be able to do it without me. I woke Penacony from its eternal slumber.
Let me guess. Next, you'll say you were invited to the Charmony Festival and became the festive superstar.
I was. The man looks at you with exasperation written all over his face, visibly biting back a snarky remark. Well, what good is telling you the truth if you won't believe me? I know that we're in a dream, and we're in a noble phantasm, and that it's not gonna work because this is what they do. It's meant to wear down my sanity, but I don't know what to say.
Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express?
Imagine telling the guy who saved your ass you don't deserve to have your position. Dude, right?
Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down.
Turn them down?
Are you regretting that choice now?
Why would I have done that? I did board the Express. You try to yell at the researcher before you, but your wavering voice gives a different response. Wait, I know this voice. Do you? I have not been able to ping it. Who is it? I became afraid. I don't know. I regret my choice. Yeah, I regret my choice. I wanted to kiss Don Hung. Is it really?
I regret my choice.
Well, now I gotta listen hard. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Give me the researcher. But was that answer truly what you thought, or was it some sort of elusive manipulation? You try to piece together what has happened, but your memories feel more distant with every passing second. About the Astral Express and the Nameless, like sand under the waves, your memories crumble and fade, and suddenly you understand why Saber chose to stay, even for just a moment. Let me hear Alejandro sob. Why didn't you step aboard the Astral Express back then on that split-second impulse? It no longer matters. The researcher in the Department of Cosmic Geography standing before you watches you closely, perhaps searching for words of comfort or maybe looking for the right joke to shatter the heavy silence. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Why am I still getting notifications? Oh my. Okay, well, hold on. My sister texted me. She can wait. Hold on. Okay. Eventually, he speaks.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills, so I'll start you off with some light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months.
When he
Schedule
says
research
geography.
meetings for the upcoming month.
Oh, Gilgamesh tablet?
Collect project proposals
Hold
from
on.
all levels of researchers. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a while.
Gilgamesh tablet. Hello, Gilgamesh tablet. Lovely. It's not working. I will have the Gilgamesh tablet work. Just you wait. Okay, you little dude, get rid of that. That's not the right thing. Gilgamesh tablet. There. There it is. Love the Gilgamesh tablet. Anyway. Did you hear that Don Hung might be the new one? The new one? That'd be cool. Oh, I forgot to give you back your little controller. Yeah, the new one. Oh, God, I hope so. I need him. Carnally. Alright. Isn't this the Department of Cosmic Geography?
Don't be so surprised. Our department is at the bottom of the food chain on the station. This work happens all the time. I'm off. Be sure to do your job well.
I'll do my best. He turns to leave, yet could not help himself from looking back at you.
Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask myself, would I still be stuck in this dead-end job if I made a different choice? No, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here, are they?
This is all wrong, you scream internally, but the fury is fleeting. Fleeting? I'm enraged. I have to go to work.
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline. I'll cut you some slack, given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff? Where do I even start?
There's like 5 items on the desk. I will sort by budget category.
You're too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing.
It just started. Don't push your luck. I see you're itching for a fight. Or why don't you do it yourself? Why don't you do it yourself? You're on the verge of shouting, but just then, a sliver of doubt creeps inside you. What happened to my confidence? Is this really what you want? Take a breath, don't lash out, focus on what you truly need to do. Take out the baseball bat and give them a good beating. I agree. The bat you always have at your side is no longer there. Then again, did you ever really have it in the first place? I'm being gaslit. I quit. But where would you go? Is there anywhere you can go? You're young with no special talents. Oh my gosh. Isn't your best bet a cushy job with full benefits clocking in every day until the world ends? I'll complete the basic tasks.
What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
I already sorted by budget category. I'll sort by timeline. Yes, that's it. Calmly and nicely, drop the fight. By now, the job feels like second nature. Might as well tidy up the last of the files. I just chose the wrong one. Document file. The Department of Cosmic Geography Financial Statement 1. Department of Cosmic Geography Monthly Financial Statement. Did you know? Human memory cannot simulate non-existent things. Never having taken this path, you cannot possibly imagine the Department of Cosmic Geography's research content. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I am you, at least a fragment of your subconscious, the final cry before who knows what. You don't belong here. Oh, she knows that I'm...
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird.
I agree. Hear me out. If they made Boot Hill free, HSR will see a surge in players. Yes. Fully. Department of Cosmic Geography Financial Statement 9. 3 slices of whatever has been purchased from Belobog. The following is a brief description of the environment in which the blah was discovered, alongside a detailed analysis of its components. The whatever primarily revolves around trailblazing and can be roughly categorized into the heroic spirit who knows, adventurous experiences, companions, and who knows. Point 2. Something with unique properties purchased from the Luofu. The analysis of its nature is as follows. For the detailed experimental procedures, please refer to the project report. The gaze of the Eon had no significant impact on the fundamental nature of the thing. There is a potential for escaping something, but no one can truly break free from probably this noble phantasm. Do not step onto the stage. Do not aspire to become a hero. There, you'll only find a series of mysteries. So do not go down that sorrowful path.
Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before.
Archer. Hello, do you work here also? If you're gonna ask me, have we met before, my answer is gonna be no. What clairvoyance! You glance at his work tag. On it, just a single letter. A. Department is Domestic Services. Wait, since when does the space station have a domestic services department? Is it because he cooks?
Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here?
I dreamt that I was part of the Holy Grail War, or you should have been one of the summoned heroic spirits, or we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here. Mysterious Researcher A, I get it, I really do. Dozens of researchers come up to me every day, all claiming they don't belong here. They think they should be somewhere else because life isn't going their way. It's just another dressed-up excuse to escape reality. As long as your instinct is to just back down and run, you'll run out of places to go even if you manage to get out of this place. Personally, I think this place isn't so bad. No world-threatening crises, no freaks trying to end humanity, the kitchen's convenient too, though the ingredients are a bit odd. We've still got a little girl who throws around gemstones like dirt, but it's pretty much a utopia for most people. Reen reference! There's no turning back once you leave your ordinary life behind. Let's see. Would you rather have to care... Wait, would you rather have to take care of Harumasa? Or Harumasa as a roommate, or have Spy be your roommate? Oh. Spy, honestly. He's gonna mind his own business. Mysterious Researcher A says, you've changed your mind, huh? I knew it. You don't really want to leave, do you? I would very much like to leave. Days pass. After long hours of sorting, you're finally done with the work. Why Spy? Because he's not gonna bother me. Like, he's gonna keep his business to himself. I'm gonna keep my business to myself. He's just a respectful gentleman. Yeah. Although an uncanny feeling lingers in your chest before it's resolved, you should take a break.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore.
That's just what having a 9-to-5 is like.
Deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here.
Rest. Oh, back to Saber. Drifting quietly over the surface of a dream, suspended in the moment before you sink. Let me tell you a story about a king named Uther. He ruled the people of Britain before I showed up, and after my appearance, he launched an attack against the White Dragon to protect his people. A battle that ended in defeat. Even so, people still called him the greatest king. What do you think made him a hero? Oh, it's been a while since I read anything about King Arthur. The deeds he achieved as a knight. No, there were knights more courageous than him by his side, but their names didn't survive in time. He raised his sword to challenge a dragon he knew he could never defeat. The sword shattered, the bow snapped, and he was beheaded. As a human, everything about him was destined to fail. But the way he raised his sword to bring deliverance left a shining star in Britain's darkest nights. The stars we see may not be their original forms, but their light isn't a lie. It will shine for ages, lighting the way for the next hero. That heroic spirit who lost her name, misnote, referred to our lives as a stage. She used her noble phantasm to erase the star's radiance. But Master, if you still have courage, if you're still willing to become that star, then all the spectators who have seen you will also step onto the stage, becoming heroes themselves. Look at me, talking big all of a sudden and doing a bad imitation of Merlin. Where are you? Who are you? Who's speaking? Are you speaking? I'm waiting for someone who's about to take the stage. I'm also riding through the wilderness. The dream is nearing its end, Master, for me and you. Of all the Hoyo games, which would you want to be stuck in? That is an excellent question.
What a strange dream. I should get to work. Scheduling Department of Cosmic Geography meetings for the next month. This should be easier than yesterday.
Oh, Lancer!
Right?
To answer your question, I would choose Genshin. Because the Honkai universe, Honkai Star Rail, is so large, there's no guarantee that anything cool or fun would happen. But like in Genshin, it's just kind of like normal for people to pick up a sword and go on adventures and to pursue their aspirations. Like, that's just normal, and I would love a life of adventure. And Zenless Zone Zero is just like normal. So, but Mysterious Researcher L, hey buddy, if you're here to slack off, you're a bit too late. This place is already at full capacity. We could go fishing together. I'm here to work. I'm a model researcher employee, or I'm reporting you. I'm none of these things. I'm a model researcher employee. Then I guess I'm the model fisherman. There it is. Well, no worries. You work here and I'll slack off. We each get what we need. I love him so much. Okay. That was so silly. For now, you ignore the security department staff's careless attitude and lower your head to resume your task. You've got this. You're not losing to some grown-up who's slacking all day. First on the list, a quantitative analysis of mycophage cluster interference on planetary magnetic fields. What a mouthful. 15 attendees must be scheduled within the next 2 days. The night after the next day. Sorry, there are no conference rooms available at your requested time. Then why was that the one to continue with? Ugh, the conference rooms are fully booked even at night. People here really are workaholics. You could say they stay the night. Anyway, mysterious researcher L says, "Ah, wait, you're the Stellaron they're talking about, huh? Tell me, when you sleep, do you glow like a firefly? That'd be sick. Young ones like you should really find a mentor, learn some skills, and carve your own path. Live like a true hero, no strings attached." Ignore the distractions around you. Let's look at the next meeting's details. The effects of Starquake phenomena on the artistic expression of researchers. 2 attendees, no time constraints. The effects of the Starquake phenomena. I recently did a side quest that had to do with this, so we'll do a century later. Something stirs in your memory. Sparks from an engine streaking past the space station, the faint weightlessness before the Express conducts a warp jump. Wait, no, none of that's real. Researcher, you should be focusing on your task at hand. You've still got 899 more meetings to schedule. Jesus Christ. You better hurry up and finish it before things spiral out of your control. Okay. A visit from the Intelligentsia Guild, because Dr. Ratio, my beloved. Alright, including the 2 new system-generated meetings. Oh my. Monthly budget review. That's right, Oh, I'm on autopilot. You're in the zone now, handling the work before you with practiced ease. Visit from the Astral Express. Mysterious researcher L interrupts my workflow to say, "You ever tried fishing, buddy? Don't be fooled by the vacuum outside. There's still plenty to catch." There's the migrating invisible carp, this silicone-based soft-bone fish that put up a fight. I even caught a trotter last time. Although you are exhausted beyond measure, the man's expression moves you. Yeah, in more ways than one. I love Kukulin. Your entertainment during a momentary respite from work, a fishing rod. Life at the space station isn't as bleak as you thought. Maybe this is your utopia. By the way, says mysterious researcher L, I heard the Astral Express is coming back and will be stopping at the space station for a while. Do you want to go check it out? Just for fun? Yes.
The Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice?
Obviously not. The Express is absolutely thronging with sexy individuals. Personally, if I could, I would choose EZZ. It's close to our world, and I would have the highest chances of finding the coveted catboy partner. You're so real for that. Hello, Himiko. Who says, "Long time no see, Lev. How's life been on the space station? Horrible. Can I join you guys?" It's been really bad. I don't like it here. I see. If things are tough, you could always talk to Asta. She's sure to help you out. No thank you. We traveled to many places after we parted ways. Belobog, the Sienjo Luafu, Penacony. There were both good and bad moments along the way. How is Dan Heng doing? Dan Heng, it wasn't an easy journey, but he's back on the Luafu now. What? After all, that's where he's from? That sounds terrible. Where's Welt? Have you ever heard of a planet called Earth? No, it doesn't ring a bell. Soon after Donhung left us, Welt found the way back home just as he had hoped. Let's pray he makes it there safely. Well, how's Pom Pom? Himiko frowns, as if your question has caught her off guard. An unsettling sensation flickers through your mind. You've never boarded the Express, so who is this Pom Pom you speak of? Where did you hear the conductor's name? Did Donhung tell you? Do people not talk about Pom Pom? Pom Pom's still the same, but with fewer and fewer people on the Express, it must be getting lonely for them. I could join the Express. Sometimes I wonder what might have changed if you would come with us. Sadly, the trailblazing expedition doesn't leave room for regrets and what-ifs. Okay, geez, Himiko. What about March? March? I'm not sure how to put it. I hope that friend from the garden can cure her. Oh, the Garden of Recollection. That sounds awful, actually. Is the Express still in need of passengers? Himiko says, the life of a nameless, or life as a nameless, isn't easy. After we left the space station, we did have some passengers traveling with us for a short time, but they've all gone their separate ways now. Our friends from the Interastral Peace Corporation recently suggested we make a stop at Camelot. That planet should have been destroyed by the Antimatter Legion long ago, but we've been picking up multiple distress signals from there. I would like to go with you. So we're stopping by the space station for a while to meet some old friends. You can join us and leave with us this time if you want, Lev. I'll pack my bags right away. I'm going. I'm running. Is that really how you feel? If joining the Astral Express doesn't change your life for the better, what then? At least I would have given it a shot. What if what awaits you isn't a grand adventure, but endless cleaning, constant repairs, wounds that never heal, and death steeped in despair? What will you do then? What if you can't help anyone? What if you become a dead weight on the Express? What if a nameless gives their life to save you, yet everyone silently wishes you just leave? What will you do? Think about it. What answer should you give?
I'll think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the Express leaves.
Himiko says, all right, I'll respect your choice no matter what you pick. I would like to join the train.
I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first. The Astral Express.
Am I in a loop? A peaceful dream stirred by birdsong beyond the window. However, can a robin really sing in the vacuum of space?
Story
oh my goodness.
Of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side. The bird believed that she would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and voice, just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money. Turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty. But the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy gutter. They stripped away her stage name, replaced her with a fresh-faced chick, and smothered her with slander and rumors, leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence as...
I see. We're doing the old, Romani Archimon move.
You know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the Masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm when they wish to end this Holy Grail war? Old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish, but the cost he demands is far greater. As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
Ugh. OT's nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But... you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will. Just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants will not yield to your noble phantasm, even though you've stripped their identity as heroes. I trust them.
I will wait and see.
The birdsong fades into silence. Very dramatic.
I feel like I had a strange dream, but the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest. There's still today's work to get through.
Is there anyone new over there? Nope, just me by myself. Not gonna lie, every time I see your model, I get a feeling it would fit so well as an HSR character. Thank you, I appreciate that. I do enjoy Honkai designs. Lev, how many days has it been since you started working at the space station? 30, 90, even longer? I don't know. How long have I been live? About an hour? I have not been on the space station for an hour. Do you still remember what you need to do now? Compiling project proposals from all levels of researchers. By now it's second nature, something you could do with your eyes closed. I'm doing it. Breeze through the work. Still thinking about the Astral Express? You've been wrestling with that choice for ages and still haven't made up your mind. They'll be departing soon. You wish them a journey full of wonders, or full of wondrous encounters. I want to leave. Fuck. I don't know where to go. If you board the Express, what waits for you may be nothing but danger and the terrifying unknown. Your deeds will be forgotten in time, and your journey will eventually come to an end. I long for a quiet word. Let me go. Ugh. So you are glad that you stayed. No ticket, no bat, no danger, just a quiet, peaceful, and undisturbed life. The work you had piled up took far too much of your time. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days. Maybe you'll never catch up to the Astral Express again. You're tired. Find room and take a break. Okay. Out of all the 9 TF2 mercs, if they were on the Astral Express, who would do the best, and who would be left on Bellabog? I'd have to put some thought into it. Well, okay, they would try to leave Scout behind, but it wouldn't work. But I feel like that would just become the normal thing to try to do. Or he would accidentally almost get left behind, but ultimately it would never happen. Because he's just kind of dumb. Sometimes. But anyway, Mysterious Researcher A. Because there's just so many, like, I could go through all the mercs and my ideas and impressions, but that would take, like, 10,000 years. But Mysterious Researcher A says, "Isn't that our Stellaron boy?" Sure is. "I was about to mix you a drink, but since you're still underage, I'll hold off for now." I'm not underage. Well, I was born like 2 months ago, actually. I feel like my current life is a lie. "I was once a trailblazer on the Express," or "I shouldn't be a member of the Department of Cosmic Geography." I shouldn't be a member of the Department of Cosmic Geography. "Funny, isn't it?" says Mysterious Researcher L. "Sometimes I think I shouldn't be working as a space station security guard either." "So do you want to board the Astral Express?" says Mysterious Researcher A. "That is correct." "Every year there are researchers who want to go with the Express, but when it's time to leave, they all back down without fail. They know they're just seeking an escape from their stressful lives instead of actually wanting an adventure that could cost them their life. So, what do you really want?" "I want to leave my current life behind, I want to go on an adventure into the unknown, or I want to go on the adventure again." "Staying where I am is fine. Someone better will come along. I'm just an ordinary person. Why speak of regrets when everyone who has ever lived has regretted something? Yet, had everyone turned back because of their fear of regrets, humanity would never have produced any heroes. Even if the road ahead is unclear, some still set off, driven by that desire to chase a wish. It may seem foolish, but that's what gave birth to the Nameless, to Trailblazers, and to humanity's hero. Heroes, plural. The doll you carry is proof of a certain hero's existence." Oh, I still have the doll. Do you know what it is? "A shabby little trinket that left a trace, or star, in history because of one person's silly wish. The Express may have already left, or it may not have, but if you truly want to walk this path, what does it matter if there's no Express?" I had to sneeze, pardon me. If you truly believe you're nameless, then there's only one thing left for you to do. I must set off.
I need to set off.
Yeah. Let's go, catch up with the Astral Express. Fuck you guys.
The Express is already left. Going there will be... Let's go to the lab.
No.
Hit the cafeteria. Let's go fishing together. Let's go. Isn't life on
Stop
the
it.
space station wonderful? People would kill just to live the life you have here.
No, they wouldn't.
There's no anti-matter legion. No abominations of abundance.
Oh, this is...
This place is the most peaceful paradise in the universe.
Something's stopping me from leaving this place. I need to avoid them.
Avoid them?
We're not holding you back. Let's have lunch together.
Leave me alone.
Stop. The future of a Nameless is nothing but emptiness and despair. Do you think you're special? Think of Tiernan and Kelbeck. The Nameless who were better than you.
I don't know who
They
they
were
are.
all consumed by the lightless outer space, never to return.
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless?
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless.
The voices that once spoke to you fell silent in an instant, and they never spoke again. Haha. Oh, it's this way. Excuse me. Yippee! I was born in this room. I'm pretty sure. A bat! My bat! Plain, unimpressive, yet strangely familiar. You once believed that you'd never hold it again in this lifetime.
Would you still pull this weapon out? Even if it'll bring about a tragic end?
I do like this. The parallel between Saber. Yeah! That's what Merlin told me too. This is cool.
Which is why I've crafted such gentle dreams for you all. Isn't that what you've been looking for all this time?
I did wonder whether someone else might have had done a better job as king if they pulled out the Sword of Selection. But I can't blame the girl who drew the sword in the stone for overestimating herself. She just wanted to deliver something from disaster, just like the king who challenged the White Dragon. My friends! If I was given another chance to make my choice, I would tell her, I hope you can do better this time. Master, you've had enough rest in your happy dream, haven't you? Now, let's leave this place together. Let's do it!
You'll regret this!
That remains to be seen. Grab the bat.
I'll never regret.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Cutscene. That's cool. I like that a lot. Ooh, battle. Alright, let's go. I don't know who I'm fighting, though. That was cool.
Why?
This bitch.
Such blind courage! Don't you ever feel regret?
I will do this manually.
All you stick, there's no reason. Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Again, this would be much easier if I was able to have an axe in my party, but it is what it is. Jesus Christ.
You chose the wrong enemy.
The amount of damage on that.
Waiting in line for a bullet. There's your reward.
Oh, come on.
Receive divinity.
I'm guessing that wasn't.
Maybe I will auto battle. Let's see if we can do it.
Bloom.
If not, if I lose, I'll trade Archer for an axe.
Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
I can't become a fool like you.
My
And I
boys!
won't agree with your choices.
Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
The dead return!
Bring it on.
Here we go, the consecutive Colada Bowls. Why aren't you doing that for me, Archer?
Receive
How come you do
divinity.
that on auto battle?
Repay.
It's because he's difficult. That's just
Turns out.
Oh, neat. I got an
I
achievement.
failed. Just like how I failed in life.
The animations are so cool, aren't they?
This is a fitting end for a traitor.
Both Archer and Saber's animations and ultimates are fucking gorgeous. I love how they
performing
adapted them to
arts
the game.
had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage after leaving your prison?
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent, and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing. Those small moments made me feel free, even in that iron cage. But Penacony has changed. After so many Amber eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. And now, I am locked in this newly forged prison. Anyway, it's time to end this. A servant who betrayed their master has no right to exist.
Then, as you wish.
Oh, Robin?
With the first command spell,
Yo, that looks
I
cool.
return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asna.
Awesome. Interesting.
Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell,
Ooh.
I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family,
Hell yeah.
one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony.
Damn, she's like
That's
powerful.
why
then.
you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker, Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person.
Damn, all 3
Mother
command
of
spells.
Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now only dance for yourself. This farce is nearing its end, but I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You are still a hero to them, no matter the slanders your name bears.
Meanwhile, the master and their servants, freed from the dreamscape, stepped into the heart of the Grand Theater. Saber says, I sense a powerful force similar to magical energy. It seems the Holy Grail's holder is about to complete the ritual. How? The last 2 servants left are Rider and Berserker. Which one will face us, or will it be both? With the enemy already in possession of the Holy Grail, it looks like we're in for a brutal fight. I'll once again select too easy in the next survey. I will be doing no such thing. 3 against 2, the advantage is mine. Master, I swear on this sword that I will protect you no matter the cost.
Boothill and the others got out too.
Boothill.
Should I go check on them?
Yes! Yes! I mean, sure. Sure, I guess. If we have time. Hi, boys.
A different life? Penacony's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the job.
Brother, adventuring. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. You literally tricked me into killing you in front of a live studio audience. You're just being dramatic.
So, where did you put you?
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had there.
You know, gotcha players take note.
And you? Where'd you send you?
Me? I had a long-awaited reunion.
That hurts my fucking feelings. That hurts my feelings. Damn. As they talked, Boothill had already loaded his gun. Of course he did. He's so prepared for everything. Next up, the final battle with the Mastermind. But damn, Boothill, Jesus Christ. He's such a sad character. Tragic character. That hurts my feelings. Archer says, yo. Okay. If it isn't the first heroic spirit to get trapped in her reality marble, didn't you use those long legs of yours well enough? Lancer says, this is the first thing I hear after I got out. Darn it, my head's killing me. Feels like I've been through a long and thrilling adventure, if you want to call it that. Not sure why, but I think my enemies all had fish heads on their necks. With enemies on the way, the two servants were more than ready to fight. Me too. Is there anything for me to, like, do in here? I don't think so. Let's go. Time to settle the score with old OT. I'm gonna be thinking about Boothill's sad reunion for a very long time.
Looks like Lady Osner has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. But that's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle the most critical parts yourself.
Oh, fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail war.
You practically have one foot in the grave. Don't tell me you're going to wish for immortality, said Lancer.
I've lived for 10 Ember Eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones.
Okay. Archer says, then you are trying to crush your... No, then are you trying to crush your business rivals? I said that super slurred, whatever. I heard there's some bad blood between you and my master.
What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can't be made into friends in the world of business.
Huh, good point. But I'm still very curious about your little scheme.
Saber says, Mr. Oti, surely you wouldn't be like the mages I know, willing to forsake both life and humanity just to reach the root of all things.
Miss, what you're talking about is something only the Genius Society would obsessively chase after.
Yeah, of course. Oh, fuck. What did I say? What's your real reason, then?
I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty wrap. And Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab everyone's attention. A holy grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious show to keep the money rolling in for 10 more Ember Eras. A carnival that even the Charmony Festival can't compete with. Even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War, that's none of your concern.
What a crude wish.
What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the Cosmic Exchange. I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end. I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of, fusing them into my empire with a mere wave of my pen. The Golden Hour will set the prices for goods based on my desires, and the Blue Hour will craft Penaconian fashion based on my whims. Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No. What truly underpins and supports the city is what you deem crude. It's the unending flow of money. On this rock called money, we have built the planet of festivities.
No matter what your plans may be, there can only be one victor in the Holy Grail War, and your actions in this farce have already placed every servant squarely against you. Now we stand together before you, shrewd merchant. Lancer says, I just want to finish what I didn't get to do a few hours ago. He's so real. I'm sick and tired of fish heads. The head of this old, desperate fogey with broken dreams is what I call a real trophy. Saber says, you see this this evil old man's head as a trophy? I thought you had better taste than that, Lancer.
It seems you're all eager to prepare for my demise.
Yeah, I mean, you left yourself wide open.
But since
Oh,
there
wait.
can only be one winner in this game, how do you plan to decide the victor after I bow out?
I was gonna say, we don't know who Berserker's master is. What if it's him?
Why don't we discuss a collaboration instead? Whoever can eliminate the others shall have the chance to make their wish to the Holy Grail. I will give you that right. We can even formalize it with a contract, using precise logical language to word our wishes, ensuring the Holy Grail fulfills everyone's desires. After all, isn't this the very moment you've all been fighting for? Masters and servants?
Shh, no peaceful resolutions, please. Lancer says, a holy grail that sullies everyone's wishes is just a counterfeit for us to smash to pieces. Isn't that right, Master?
Nah, we need to whip this fella's hind end, then smash it to pieces.
Boot Hill always chooses violence. Yippee! Archer says, our opinions rarely align, but I'm fond of this idea. What do you think, Mr. Aventurine? It's nice to play as the hero of justice now and then, isn't it?
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today, so I'll pass this opportunity to Mr. Odie.
Saber says, my master, it seems I won't be able to claim the Holy Grail for you. That's okay. We made this choice together. I must thank Miss Note's dream for showing me the truth. What matters, or what truly matters, is not the ending, but the journey we've taken to chase something and to deliver it from destruction. I don't need the Holy Grail. The wishes I did not fulfill will end here.
If you are all so keen to make me your enemy, I suppose I'll have to become the final challenge on this variety show. The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but who should I summon? This question has haunted me for quite some time.
Bitch, you haven't summoned a servant? You're breaking the rules.
Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my servant.
I literally couldn't guess.
That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself? A person who's still standing strong after 10 amber eras of business intrigue? Isn't this living legend staring back at me in the mirror?
Well, you know, this is literally just the plot of Unlimited Blade Works.
I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted to see how people truly view me in history.
Though I will say the arrogance of him assuming that he's been welcomed to the throne of heroes, like, that's astronomical. Like, that's so arrogant of him. But, like, if it's true, then, like, you win, buddy. Like I said last time when I was kind of explaining more of the nuances of the rules of the Holy Grail War, like, you can summon people from any point in time. Past, present, future, like, there's no limitation on it. He could absolutely summon himself. If he's on the throne of heroes that the Grail pulls from. But anyway, have you got your answer?
The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, sucking out the sap of Penacony's oak from the top. A bug, madly devouring wealth.
Fucking hell. Yeah, alright.
Do you want to take the Holy Grail?
I don't have the team for this.
You'll have to get through me first.
So, the person we've been talking to was old Odie's servant all along?
Command spell! The command spell has fully charged. Energy for Saber. Time to unleash no offense. But I don't want to because it's got the shield on it. Oh.
I order you, Saber! Destroy all that is evil!
Let's go! Ooh, the mud of the Grail. Alright. When will that shield go away? I need it to leave.
Eternal Slip.
The dead return!
No! I should have known that was gonna happen,
Aim for the heart.
Receive divinity. Repay.
actually. Okay, the shield's gone.
There's no reasoning with you punching him. Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Yeah, so
Bloom.
Don't worry, this one's on me. Bring it on. Time's up.
and my beloved. I don't want to press it now. You must break the holy grail or lose his core. I live the blood extermination team, but the kings are good at facing down entire armies on their own, aren't they?
Crush it, Saber!
That was my second command spell. I've only got one more of these bitches left. Ooh, look! Fuck yeah. Yes!
With the power of the command spell, I command you to release your noble phantasm and shatter the Holy Grail!
Let's fucking go! Yes, yes, yes! Oh my gosh. That was so fucking cool. We even got the Gabolg. Oh my goodness. That was so cool. That was so fucking cool. That was so fucking cool. I love Fate Grand Order. I love Honkai Star Rail. I'm having the best time. I love this so much. That was so cool. It's finally over. Already? I don't want it to be over. Why can't Lancer be playable?
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies.
Good point.
Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that.
Boot Hill becomes my roomie. What do you do? Unspeakable things. Unspeakable things. Things not sanctioned by the church nor any other religious institution. Unspeakable things. Lancer, speaking of men I would do unspeakable things to, says, so he dragged everyone into this Holy Grail war while hiding in the shadows, and none of you were going to make him pay for it? We should give him a good thrashing.
Well, unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's put into it. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations. For Madam Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony.
Good for her. Does Scott have no rights? No, Scott does not have any rights. He works for the marketing department. Do servants have no rights? They literally don't exist. They're not real. They are manifestations, projections, familiars. They are not real. So the IPC is still the final winner of it all. Damn it.
Oh, don't say it like that. This is a good thing for Penacony shareholders.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old budger.
Can I come along? Master, while I'm all in on that suggestion, time's running out. Without the Holy Grail holding us up, us servants need to go back to where we belong. Are you leaving already?
Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for a drink.
Oh, that's fantastic. They would be best friends. Finest in the cosmos, huh? That's something to look forward to. Alright, no need for a tearful farewell for us bros. Let's not ruin the good run we've had together. Till we meet again, buddy. And you two, seriously, why can I never get a proper fight with you, dude, for real? Saber says, is that so? I distinctly remember beating you. You know me, says Archer. Just a humble archer. Let's call this one another loss on me. I'm done arguing with you lot, says Lancer as he turns around gruffly. I'm gonna take another peek at Penacony's views before leaving for good. Archer says, and so it's time to say goodbye, Master. I have to admit that your fashion sense could use a little work, but as a servant, I'm genuinely glad to have fought by your side in this Holy Grail war. I love how out of pocket that is. Master, you're a good guy and you did a good job, but your fashion sense is something else. I can still see the determined heart of the child you once were underneath all your grand speeches and extravagant flair. You know, it would feel pretty good to be a hero of justice once in a while.
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
Yes, the girls are fighting. That brings up a good point. Why would I, a Guardian of Humanity, get summoned to a world without the counterforce? That's a great question, actually. Saber says, Archer, you should know why you were summoned here. You were summoned as a heroic spirit. Well, okay. A hero, huh? I'll chalk that up as a beautiful dream. Well, that hurts my feelings a little bit. Everyone should watch Fate. Oh, there he goes. A faint smile tugged at the man's cold face before he vanished from sight. Soon, only the final pair of master and servant remained. Modern times. Alright, Saber. Let's have our final conversation. I'm glad I was summoned to this strange world and got to experience it with you. I'm not great at farewells. Anything else you want to say to me? I saw your fears in your dream. But, Master, don't be burdened by the emotions that come with being human. The fear of the unknown, the dread of loss, or the regret of what you couldn't achieve. Even Heracles was just a child before becoming a hero. I gotta go, it was fun watching you. Well, thank you! I appreciate your company. Have a wonderful time. You know, happy time zone and all that. I will see you around. You may not be strong enough now, but I have faith that you'll eventually become a star that illuminates the entire cosmos. Yeah, thank you. Also, my battery's low. 1 second while I plug my phone in. Hold on. Gotta go under my desk. Okay. Hopefully it won't overheat, because that did happen last time. Who's Heracles? I forgot that I don't know who Heracles is. Master, please send my regards to the person you will become in the future. Oh, there she goes! As the lumen flux dimmed, the valiant girl knight faded, vanishing just as she had arrived. At the same time, in the Dreamflux Reef, the host of the Holy Grail War is sitting elsewhere, watching the scenery with interest. Where's Pom Pom?
The Holy Grail broke. What a shame.
That's one way to put it.
People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, has Penacony ever answered their dreams? Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Amber Heirs have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal, couldn't be here to join us.
Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me.
I love you, Dr. Rekka. When will you become playable?
If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old
Dr. Rekka,
friends.
I always call him Doctor.
No.
He's a PhD in my
It's
heart.
just another part of your business deal.
Greedy? Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is such an important task, after all.
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectations.
That'd be enough for me.
He's so enthusiastic.
You
I love him.
artists always aim to carve your names into art's annals no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail War. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from cold, hard cash?
The memories of former heroic spirits are also worthy compensation.
Oh?
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me. What worth do those hold?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare. He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times, a most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero. How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Greedy?
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right.
Oh, there he goes.
It's your turn, Miss Osna. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear! I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you.
She's so based. She should do it anyway, for fun.
Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead.
Nice.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Osna, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
At the same time, aboard the Express, finally we get to learn what Pom-Pom's up to. From the heat of, or far from the heat of battle, a servant summoned under the rider class stays on the sidelines. I didn't get to see the last part. Is it gonna be in the log? Yeah, thank God. From the very beginning, it seems he had no intention of fighting. As a rider, he once built an unsinkable ship named the Compass. As a rider, he was once a nameless who rode the stars aboard the Interstellar Express. Centuries have passed. Now, as a heroic spirit, the young man finally returns to, the place where he worked tirelessly. An old friend awaits him there, or here.
March 7th is always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point. Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's hometown?
100 times worse.
I'd love to have a try.
Well, this is lovely.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble.
Me?
Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Don Hong, but even he started to follow along now.
I'm the problem child aboard the Express.
Mm-hmm. You passengers are all the same. Mikhail, you're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
Will you be returning to the Express?
Oh, poor Pom-Pom.
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely.
I would hope not. Pom-Pom being lonely hurts my feelings.
The Holy Grail War is coming to an end, and wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Penacony.
Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom-Pom will always be here, waiting for your return.
Well, that's cute.
It's a deal then, Conductor. The next time the Express stops at Penacony, please sound the horn for me, Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you.
Poor Pom-Pom, he looks like he's ready to burst into tears, doesn't he? Poor thing.
It's a promise.
Thank goodness he's happy. What a lovely reunion. But also, ouch, ouch, my heart. Hello, Robin. Oh yeah, this was all a flashback. Gather your thoughts to the present. If there really is a chance to fulfill a wish, what would be yours? I'll make a silent wish.
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail War orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it.
That old fox didn't lose a thing.
As Mr. Adventuring guessed, Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming. even before the Holy Grail was activated.
Most surely.
Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude. So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail war.
A broken Holy Grail that doesn't work. So this is his apology?
There's something inside the Holy Grail.
Mud.
I think this is a note for you.
Hey, brother, since you all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on.
Oh
That's
my
how I could
gosh.
afford this spontaneous trip. By the way, aren't you curious what old Sempo's wish to the Holy Grail was?
Sorry, my neighbor with his incredibly loud car drove by. I am indeed curious, Sampo.
I knew it, bro. You're still thinking about old Sempo.
Always.
And I won't lie, the audience is waiting for it too.
You're not gonna tell us, are you?
All right, folks, the show's over. But if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and have their every desire fulfilled.
No, you don't. Oh gosh, I love Sampo. Complete. Oh. Ciao, my friend. Indeed. Let's see. There was... That's not... Well, I'm already here. Okay. Look at what goodies are in the Holy Grail. Mini-war? Oh, is this simulated universe? An experiment worth commemorating. Tap here to enter the Holy Grail War. Let's just see what this is. I'll provide the basic guidance. Thank you. Screw them. The night falls and those seeking the Holy Grail War are poised to act, stay alive, then defeat your opponent. Yeah, so it's just you know, simulated universe. I'm choosing my characters. Go Archer, Boot Hill, Luocha, and Anaxa. Start. Continue.
Ooh!
Dear
Masters, the Holy Grail War is about to begin. This is Special Correspondent Albert bringing you the latest news from the front line.
This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Lancer is Argenti. Let's fucking go. There are 8 participants in this simulated Holy Grail War. 8! Whatever. This is your opponent this round. Please try to defeat him. What's my class? Bat. Unbelievable. Okay, cool. Let's go. Sure. The opponent has summoned some servants. Confront them carefully. Oh, he's the master. Cool. Let's go. I'm gonna win. You can change your team anytime before. Nope, I'm starting. I'm gonna win. Watch this.
You deserve my attention.
There are limited cycles in the Holy Grail. Battles you need to defeat the enemies before all call to... Before it's over! This is the remaining number of enemies that must be defeated. Anaxa, can I trust you to auto-battle and win?
With this divine power, I reforge all things! To the soul.
Good. Thank you, Anaxa. I knew I could trust you. Sorry, Argenti. I love you. Oh, I have to fight him twice? I've obtained victory. After winning, damage will be dealt to the opponent. Defeat all enemies before the action cycles to achieve, or end to achieve victory in battle. Achieving victory in battle will damage opponents. If all enemies are not defeated before the action cycle's end, it will be considered a battle failure, and that'll cause me to take damage. When a contestant's HP reaches 0, they will be considered as defeated and leave the war. Please do your best to survive. I assume my HP doesn't replenish in each round, but who knows? I'm going to defeat Argenti.
Training for the catering crew. The individuals involved have been dismissed.
Let's see. Hello, welcome, Peppy. Oh, Madam Asta's loyal dog. Welcome, Peppy. Wonderful choice of stream, if I do say so myself. If the Slayer from Doom gets tossed into HSR, how fast is he ripping and tearing through the game? Incredibly so. But admittedly, I've never doomed. Oh my goodness, this is a completely different screen. After each cycle in the battle, you will enter the store, where you can purchase pieces with combat buffs. These star coins are necessary resources you spend to purchase pieces and refresh the store. Please select this piece. Sure. One rider piece. When entering combat, increases damage dealt by allied targets by 30% for 1 turn. Okay. What's this? Rider class. The more same-type pieces you have, the stronger the bond effect. Activates Blood Fort Andromeda in the action order, blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. I will purchase all of them. Next step. Continue.
With thousands of paths open to you,
Oh.
preservation is the most important of them all.
Oh, I see.
Accidental insurance company can guarantee
Okay.
your safety.
Okay. Who am I fighting? I can survive with this team. The opponent will gain an enhanced affix every turn, increasing the monster's combat power. Okay. I'm good to go. Anyways, I gotta go eat dinner. Have a good night, and remember to always click yes to Boot Hill every day of my life, my guy. But thank you for being here. I'm not gonna be going much longer anyway, so thank you for your company, but have a wonderful dinner. As much as I would like to grind out the rest of this Holy Grail game, I don't know how long it's gonna be. And I don't want to do that. I can just do this in my spare time.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
But the rest of the event was super fun. Get fucked, assassin.
After yet another fierce battle, the Dreamweaver
No, Argenti was eliminated.
has been sent to the hospital for emergency first aid.
Let's see. Command spells can be used during the Holy Grail War. Your rider bond tally gets an additional... Oh, interesting. Okay. The command spells can grant various special attacks. The key to victory is to use them strategically. Do I have to use them right now? I do. I would like the points. When you purchase identical pieces, it increases the piece's experience. When pieces' experience is full, their tier increases. Okay. Makes sense. Cool. Fresh. Oh, my slots are full. My slots are full? What's that mean? Oh, I see. Okay, well, goodbye. Next step. I don't want to do the next one. Okay, cool. Save. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, that was really fun. I enjoyed myself. That was excellent. That was a lot of fun. It was fun. How many... What? Can I... Do I have any resources to throw at the Fate banner? I'm just shy of a 10 pull. Alright, well, I will do that some other time. I'm not doing gacha right now. Oh my goodness. Dude, that last cutscene was so much fucking... That was so cool. With all of... I do wish Lancer was in it more. And I wish Lancer was playable. Yeah, I really wish Lancer was playable. Because, like, he was there. He participated. Why wasn't he playable? Who knows? Whatever. I'm a Lancer lover, so I can be disappointed. But, I just wish he was in it more. Him and Boot Hill working together more would have been nice. But that's just me being nitpicky because they're both my favorite characters. And I would like my favorite characters in the world's most ambitious crossover to have more screen time, you know what I mean? But no, that was excellent. I genuinely had a fantastic time playing that. I'm gonna quit the game, but I'm gonna switch screens first. Let's do that. Return to the login page. Hold on. Have some music. There, chatting background. While I wait for the game to close the rest of the way. I do kind of wish the event was longer, but I feel like if it was longer, it would have dragged out for too long, you know what I mean? I'm so low. Why am I so low? There, and you're not playing your gaming controller anymore. You don't need that. But no, that was so much fun. Where the fuck? I have Firefox open. Where's my window? I see. I shall simply open a new one then. Whoops. I'm opening Stream Manager. Give me a second. Here we are. Fantastic. Well, I have nothing else to say. That was it. That was the stream. I just wanted to get to the end of the Fate event. Oh my goodness, and is it really almost 11 p.m.? I guess I did start really late. Well, good timing, because I'm tired, I'm sweaty, I need to shower and go to bed. But, that was so much fun. I don't even really have any criticisms or anything about the event. Okay, yes I do. The silent film thing went on for a little bit too long, but like it was still really cool to see how they utilized that idea and kind of had the idea of, you know, like the director's lens versus the actor's lens, and they broke the fourth wall while maintaining the fourth wall. You know what I mean? Like they broke it for us but maintained it, or no, they broke it for themselves but maintained it for us, and that was just really cool. I enjoyed that. And of course, every time Lancer was on the screen and every time Boot Hill was on the screen, those points were really cool too. And I further enjoyed how they drew a parallel between Saber making the choice to pull the sword from the stone and the Trailblazer choosing to board the Express. Because in Fate, usually, like, okay, well, Fate breaks its own rules a lot of the time, right? But supposedly it's supposed to be a rule that, like, the personality, the ideals of the master have an influence of some kind on what servant they end up summoning. There's a lot of factors that go into summoning a servant. You can't just kind of, like, walk into a circle and say the cantation and summon something willy-nilly. Like, you need a catalyst to do that. Which wasn't present in Honkai, but I can understand why. Again, we can break its rules. For a collab, that's fine. But the master and the servant usually need to have a level of compatibility, so the more similar they are, or if they share a type of ideal, or just an outlook or a philosophy or something, the similar they are, the likely, or the better they're, you know, gonna get along in the war, and the more likely they are to succeed. And the Grail doing the summoning and maintaining this whole thing, the Grail wants you to beat the other servants, right? So master-servant synergy is very important in these things. So for Kylus, or I guess the Trailblazer, because it's not just Kylus, but for the Trailblazer and Saber to have a defining moment of choosing to stay or choosing to go despite the risk, I really, really liked that. You know, just what if it ends in tragedy? It's like, okay, but what if it doesn't? And they both chose to pursue what if it doesn't end in tragedy. And I really appreciate that. I thought that was really cool. Cinematically, that cutscene was really well done also. Very much enjoyed it. Oh, I love Fate. I love Fate so much. If you haven't gotten into the Fate series, I would recommend giving it a shot. It really is great. It's kind of extensive. But on Steam, the original visual novel is on sale right now, I believe. Like 20% off, something like that. Which is always a great place to start with the source material. But if it is your first time digging into the visual novel, or if that's something you want to do, it does kind of drag on a little bit. And it's so old. So there's like, you know, just tired language and ideals and stuff and themes in there. But like, one, it's outdated. Two, the author is just, he's not the smartest tool. Like, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And three, a lot of the things that are said serve as character development for the character to grow beyond a point where he begins. You know what I mean? It's not really spoiling anything. Like, the protagonist is convinced that, like, girls can't fight as well as boys, right? So he's like, what are you doing? Girls can't fight. And the girls are like, yes, we fucking can. Bro, relax. And he doesn't believe them. But he says those things and he grows to believe them. Like, you know, or he grows beyond those opinions as the story continues and as he witnesses other people fighting, people who are not himself for reasons that are not his reasons. Like, the protagonist fucking grows, you know, which is so refreshing. But anyway, I highly recommend getting into the Fate series, though I am biased and I've been obsessed with it for like a decade. But I have no further commentary on the matter. I had a great time playing this event. I will be throwing all of my excessive resources into the Fate banners. I won't be doing a gacha though, because every time I get a 10 pull, I just toss it at Saber and Archer. But that banner is, you know, it'll be around for a while. So I'll eventually get Saber and another copy of Archer, hopefully. I am determined. But now I really have nothing else to say. So I don't think I'm gonna bother with a raid tonight because it's so late and I just don't feel like searching. So I'm gonna switch screens. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching me geek out over two of my favorite things becoming one of my favorite thing. Super fantastic. Thank you for your company. Oh, wait, when am I streaming next? No, next week. I don't have a schedule yet. Haha. We'll see. I'll post a schedule on Sunday. In my Discord server, which is linked in places below. And then also on my Blue Sky, which is also linked in places below. On both platforms. Hee hee hoo hoo haha. Anyway, that's it for me, everybody. Good night. See you next time.